Hey everybody. I want to spend some time talking about something that's come up recently and is actually a subject that I've been wanting to discuss for a very long time. Recently, I had a very spirited exchange with one of my subscribers on YouTube in the comments section about the subject of review copies, bias, trading good reviews for review copies, etc. He brought up some legitimate concerns. I think he was extremely well-meaning, if not very diplomatic about it. Everything we're all good, and as awkward and uncomfortable as it made me feel, I salute the guy for having the cojones to bring it up publicly. I get a lot of private communications through the various instant messenger apps and email, but he went public and risked the wrath of his fellow subscribers, and I appreciate that. I actually do. Before starting this channel, before making these videos, I was very much just a guy playing games and consuming game reviews. I still do. You know, I'm on a budget. I want to make as intelligent a war game purchase as possible, so I absolutely take in reviews still. I'm going to say some controversial things here, but it is what it is. I always wondered about review copies early on, before I started this channel. And in the intervening year and a half, 2 years that I've been doing this, it's become clear to me there are some really good game reviewers, vloggers out there who are really, they're all about giving back to the hobby, all about helping their fellow gamer, all about wanting good things for the thing that we love, which is the gaming hobby, wargaming in particular. And there are reviewers who, I'm not going to name names. I have no proof. I've got my suspicions. But, there are reviewers out there who I believe do trade good reviews for review copies. I think there are reviewers out there who are more interested in increasing the size of their game collection as opposed to enjoying the little boxes of treasure that we like to get so much. This channel has been growing steadily now since I started it, in fits and spurts. Things are starting to get a little more than I was expecting. I'm probably going to be covering some ground that I've already covered before, but for the benefit of my new subscribers that haven't gone back and watched these vlogs, look, I want to talk about review copies. It's I bump around the Board Game Geek forums quite a bit, and I read the posts, and there's game reviewers out there who are very touchy about the subject of review copies and bias in particular, and how they handle reviews of review copies in general. It's really not touchy to me. So I'm going to talk about it. It's something I've wanted to talk about for a while, and based on the number of subscribers I have these days, based on that exchange I had with one of my subscribers, I think now is as good a time as any to talk about it. I won't speak for anyone else. I'll speak for myself. What's the deal with review copies? Well, I'm here to tell you, I have no deal. I have accepted a few review copies in the past, and reviewed them honestly. I don't, and I do mean a few. I don't make a big deal in a review about whether or not it was a review copy. I'm giving you my honest opinion, and to make a thing out of it being a review copy, I believe biases the reviewer. Or, excuse me, biases the viewer who is watching the review. Well, as this channel grows, I'm starting to really get a lot of review copies here. I'll show you right now. I've got them laid out and ready to go. The review copies that I have waiting in my queue. Let's have a look. As this channel has grown, publishers have begun taking notice and want to get their games in front of the camera and in front of the eyeballs of my viewers. I got a care package here from Lock and Load Games. David, if you're watching this, these are absolutely going to be featured in the near future. Rommel at Gazala, more Afrika Korps Rommel action with Toten Santag, Solitaire Game, Heroes of the Colosseum, Gladiators, How Do You Go Wrong, Dawn's Early Light. It is mid-80s, alternate history, what if Soviets invading Western Europe. Recently, I paid a visit to DVG's warehouse. We got Modern Land Battles, their newest release, along with Down in Flames Aces High, Field Commander Rommel, Field Commander Alexander, a game that I adore. My original copy of this game met with an untimely end. Looking forward to getting it on my table again and reviewing it for you. Rise of the Zombies. It is a cooperative zombie-related card game. I like the zombie theme. I'm a Walking Dead fan, so yeah, I'm going to check this out. Also, more DVG. We got, I don't know, improved bullet dice. We've got Tiger Leader miniatures, Warfighter miniatures. I don't know, I'm not too much into painting miniatures. I'm just not that talented when it comes to that kind of stuff. Not sure what I'm going to do here with this. Give it away, have a drawing, I don't know. Still up in the air. And then from Clash of Arms and designer Stephen Cunliffe. Stephen was kind enough to make arrangements with Clash of Arms to send me a review copy of The Fires of Midway. This game has been waiting the longest for a review of these review copies I'm showing you. Stephen, if you're watching, I will absolutely be getting into this soon. So that's what I've got coming review copy-wise. Thunderbolt Apache Leader is going to be a coming drawing. That's the giveaway copy of Tiger Leader boxed up and ready to go. Back there we've got more Tiger Leader, Firefly expansions. Yes, I'm a Bleeding Heart Browncoat, Conquest of Gaul, Great Battles of History. These are not review copies. These are just games I got waiting. Enemy Action Ardennes and the IJN expansion for Silent War. Windex. I live in the California Central Valley. There's constant dust that I'm constantly cleaning. But these are all the review copies that I've got waiting. Since starting this channel, I've never put out a request for review copies. Ever. The review copies I have been offered and freely given, and I accept them. I mean, I'm a gamer at heart. I'm a gamer before I'm a reviewer. So if a publisher wants to offer me a free game, of course I'm going to accept it. I'm not a moron. Here on this channel, I will always give you an honest review, period. Whether it's a game I've paid for or a game that has been given to me as a review copy. It's only been very recently, since this channel has grown dramatically, that I've begun receiving them in number. I will never be the most prolific game reviewer. You will not see brand new game reviews posted from me every day. These games, particularly when it's something as complex as a war game, I will spend weeks playing, more than once, again and again, so that when I give my reviews, I can come on here with an intelligent opinion, an intelligent overview, to really give you a grasp of what the game is all about. I will be doing it, at the very least, unboxings of these games soon. Wargame publishers. Let's face it, us wargamers, we're a very small niche. You've got the world of tabletop gaming, which is a niche market to begin with. Wargaming is a very small corner of that niche. Wargame publishers don't have print runs of 20, 30, 50,000. They have print runs of 1 or 2. So they don't, they don't give review copies out to just anyone. So when they value your eyeballs enough to send me a copy of one of their games to show to you, that's the one concession I make. I'm going to get them in front of the camera as soon as I can. As far as my opinion, my review of games, and I'm putting it out there now. If you're a wargame publisher or a game publisher of any kind, if you're afraid of an honest review, don't send me your game. It's that simple. It's always been my intent from the beginning to do something a little different here. That's my deal. I don't hit publishers and designers up for review copies. I have no plans to do so in the immediate future. Again, before being a game reviewer, I'm a gamer. I like to play my games. I like to enjoy my games. And if I don't like a game, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go down the list. And even if I love a game, I'm going to list the warts. I'm going to tell you, well, yeah, I love this game, but I didn't like this. I didn't like that. They could have done this different. Blah, blah, blah. That's the deal with review copies with me. Now, bias. Am I going to be biased in favor of liking a review copy? No. No, I'm not. I'll tell you the truth. I have enough games on my shelf to keep me entertained for the rest of my life. So I don't need to come on here and give you a BS review for the purpose of receiving more review copies. I don't need to do that. And besides, I think wargamers are pretty astute folks. If I come on here with a phony baloney review, I think phonies are sniffed out pretty quick in the wargaming community. It doesn't do me any good, doesn't do the publisher any good, doesn't do you as a wargame consumer any good. But as far as bias goes, I'll admit, I have a bias. I do. I think anybody who reviews games has a bias. I like tabletop games. I especially like historical war games. I am biased towards liking those games. I will go into a game having good expectations, and I'm not going to pan a game unless it gives me a compelling reason to do so. And I have panned some games. Go back to my previous videos, you'll find them. I like wargame designers. I like wargame publishers. I root for them actively. I want good things for our hobby. War game publishers, let me tell you, nobody's getting rich designing and publishing war games. Again, we're a niche market. The typical war game designer, war game publisher, if they make a profit at all, it's razor thin. Most of the time, they're lucky to break even, and often designing and publishing a war game is a pure expense. It's a labor of love for them. So I have a great deal of respect for war game publishers and designers, and I make no bones about that. But if a game stinks, I'm going to tell you, these games are also very expensive, and you, as the war gamer, as the gamer with a budget, you know, you're looking for suggestions on and education on how to best make an intelligent choice among all that's out there, and I want to help you do that. I'm a gamer on a budget as well, so that's the deal with me, with this channel, in terms of review copies and bias. I guess that's my mission statement. If you're new here, or perhaps you've been around a while and were wondering, that's what's going on here. It's just me sitting in my garage, rolling dice and playing games. And you know, I don't do this for a living. I have a real job. Gaming is definitely my hobby, not my profession. It's not even an avocation. You know, that's what you're going to get here. I'm solo focused, solitaire focused. I like games that can be played solo, whether they have an actual solitaire AI or whether it's a two-player game that's fun to be played solo. That's kind of the focus here. I got nothing to hide. I think most game reviewers are good folks, and I think there are some war game reviewers, some game reviewers that maybe aren't quite so even-handed. By the way, I like Tom Vasel. I know some of you think he's arrogant. I know some of you think that he sells good reviews. I don't know. I like the guy. I've spoken with the guy. I was invited to be a reviewer for the Dice Tower. I turned it down for reasons I'll maybe discuss in the future. But I found him to be patient, gracious, modest. He makes no bones about what he does. The Dice Tower is his business. It's his living. He puts it out there for everybody to see. There's no guile in that man. I don't know. It's just me, you guys. That's my deal with review copies. That's my policy going forward, I guess. Review copies will get on camera. But you will always get an honest review here. Always. Otherwise, what's the point? Really. I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting yours if I don't give you an honest review. And that's my deal. So, I don't know. Hope you found this interesting. Please ask questions in the comments section. Please send me your emails, send me your instant messages. I'm on Facebook. I have the Facebook Messenger app. I'm very easy to get a hold of, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. So that's it for me. That's it for these vlogs for the weekend. I'm going to get back to Hostage Negotiator, the game I'm currently playing for my next review, and that's going to be it. So happy gaming, everyone. Take care.